Welcome back. Today's a special day. We have a special guest. We're going to do an interview, so first time interview for the vlog. And today is special because it's Alex's birthday. So please welcome Alex. Alex, you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm Alex. I'm his son. That's as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes. Okay, great. Well, knowing that you would probably be short, I've got a couple questions I'm going to ask you. Okay, so to start with, how old are you today?
15.
15. Okay, so normally like 13 is a big birthday because you get into your teen years, and then 18 is a big birthday because then you can start voting and joining the military and doing things like that, right? But 15. So here we are kind of in the middle of that. Is there
Yep.
anything special about the 15th birthday? Something you look forward to?
Well, yeah, you taking me to get my permit Monday.
Oh, that's right. What
Yeah.
kind of permit are you getting?
Driver's permit.
Driver's permit. All right. You looking forward to that?
Yes, very much.
Okay, great. So, what driving experience do you have?
Very little.
Very little. And I'm supposed to take you to get your permit.
Yes.
Okay, so how little of experience do you have?
12 hours or 6 hours driving.
6 hours driving.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of driving did you do in those 6 hours?
Well, we went around in the parking lot a lot.
Okay.
I went on the interstate
Uh-huh.
and did U-turns
U-turns.
on Capitol.
Okay, yeah.
That's all the really
Okay.
big points.
Anything unexpected happened while you were driving?
The driver's ed teacher pulled the steering wheel and took me off the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
Yes.
Okay. And then what did you have to do? Get back on the road?
Well, what you're supposed to do is step off the gas
Step
And-
off the gas?
and then turn your wheel. Whereas I just kept applying constant pressure while trying to pull the wheel away from her as she was doing it.
Okay. So when you're supposed to let off the gas and turn the steering wheel, which way are you going?
Back on the road.
Back on the road. Okay. Okay, good. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get off. Something's happening. So, okay. So Monday you're gonna go get your permit.
Yes.
You're excited about that.
Yes.
All right. High five on that. Okay. So, let's talk about some life questions here for you. Okay. If you could choose your age forever, what age would you choose and why?
I don't know, because there's so many years I haven't been through.
Okay.
So far, I'd probably say a young age because ignorance is bliss.
Okay.
But I don't know how young. So
Younger than you are now?
yes,
Or
younger than
older than you are now, but younger than like 21 or something.
younger than I am now.
Okay.
Because like I said, ignorance is bliss.
Right. Okay. So then, knowing what you know, if your limit was up to 15,
Up
what
to
age
15,
do you think it would be?
8.
8.
Yes.
Anything special about 8?
No, I just for some reason remember 8.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. If you could choose one hobby that now seems out of your reach, either financially or time-wise, what hobby would you take up?
I'd probably try and do something with gymnastics
Really?
because that would be fun, and
Okay.
that's something I haven't done before.
Oh, gymnastics. That's really interesting.
Mhm.
Any particular aspect of gymnastics that would draw you towards that?
Not really. It's something I haven't done, something that I want to do.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. I like that. Okay, here's one. What's one thing we don't know about you?
I don't know.
You don't even know what you don't know about you.
I mean, there's nothing really I keep a secret.
Okay. So, we can come back to that if you're like we're talking and you think of something. Okay. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Look both ways before you cross the street.
And who told you that one?
I don't know. Probably my mom.
Your mom. Okay. I know I use that one a lot. Like when somebody says like to leave a tip or something. Say, look both ways before you cross the road.
And that's why it's the best advice I've been given, because it works in that scenario. And
yeah. Okay, good. What's one career you wish you could have?
astronaut.
Astronaut. Okay.
Yes.
What's appealing about being an astronaut?
It's exploring a new frontier, something that not many people can say they've done. Just being there and getting to experience all that, and
Okay.
yeah.
So as an astronaut, what do you have any like goals? You know, I know nowadays they're talking about like reaching Mars, putting humans on Mars is kind of the.
That's kind. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. So would that be your goal? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not goal, but something that you would strive for. Like, yeah, I want to help get everybody to Mars, or do you have something even further than that?
I'd want to be the guy on Mars.
You'd want to be the guy on Mars.
Yeah.
If it was only a one-way trip to Mars, and there was no coming back, would you still want to do that?
Yes.
What about your parents?
Well,
Wouldn't they cry? Wouldn't you make them cry?
I think they'd be happy. That
You think so?
Yeah, that I'd be on Mars.
Okay.
Plus, I know space agencies wouldn't do that.
No, but do you think you're right? Okay, so when you say space agencies,
Yes.
right? I think of government, NASA, things like that, and I think what we're seeing a lot now is privatization of space travel and things like that. Right? We have Blue Origin, SpaceX, and I think there's some other companies that are doing it on their own. So do you think they would have the same considerations for bringing people or for sending people, I guess?
Yes, I think they would have to, because for the ones in the U.S., since they're private-owned companies,
right,
they do have to follow a specific set of rules.
So,
and unless it's specifically stated that you will not be brought back on the mission.
Right.
If that was the case, I would say I would still go, but I don't think that they would do that.
Okay. So
I think that the reason that a lot of these companies came to be was because they were and NASA was asking for help from them, and that's why SpaceX really came to be known.
Right.
And the companies like that, so they're kind of working off the ideas of what the government kind of gave them, and now they're working off that. And as I said before, they still do have to follow some rules.
Right. So so my view is that like the government agencies, and I say agencies, I primarily think of NASA, I think they would have more of a, I don't know if this is the right word, moral aspect to, well, if we send somebody, we got to bring them back type thing, right? Where the private companies, as you were mentioning, if it said in the contract that, this is a one-way trip, there's a plan to get you there, there's no plan to get you back. You think, you don't think the private companies would take that step?
I don't think they would, unless it's down to like a dire situation where it's like we need to get someone there. I think that they will work on getting someone there and back.
Yeah.
Because if they're just sending someone out there to die, then that's going to look bad on them.
Okay. Even if they could gather a lot of information to help like the next crew, that would still.
Then that'd be one of the. There are times that they would do it, but overall, I don't think that.
Okay. So I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about putting people on Mars and stuff like that. And I think they were talking to an astronaut. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was an astronaut. There's twins that are astronauts. I wish I could remember their names right now, and I can't. When one of them stayed here and one of them spent like a year in space, and they were comparing the effects of space. But anyway, they were talking to him and talking about traveling to Mars, and he said, getting to Mars isn't the hard part. It's bringing people back. So I thought that was an interesting way to look at it and hear that.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. Any other thoughts on that? Okay.
Well, one more.
Yeah.
Also, if they were planning on doing something like that, they already would, because I think we can get someone to Mars by this point. if our goal is to get them there,
Mm-hmm.
not to bring them back, we're just getting them there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fine. Plus, we have rovers up there. Why would we need to send someone up there and to not bring them back?
Okay, that's a good thought. I think there are things that humans could do that rovers may not be able to do or be limited in. That would be the advantage of sending
Like what?
them. I think like rovers may be limited in where they can, how they can move and where they can go and collect samples and stuff, you know, and they have to analyze the samples electronically or whatever. And humans, I think, you know, we have the thought process, and it would be easier for us to analyze that material.
Okay.
That's just what I think. I could be wrong. So, okay. Thank you. So, what's the last good book you've read? Because I know you're a reader. You used to read like everything. You were reading lots of stuff. So, last good book you've read.
The last book I read entirely was Ready Player One, and that's like the only one I fully remember, so it's gonna be that.
Really?
Yeah.
And of all the other books you've read like through the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Did you?
I still think
Ready Player One. So
yeah.
What attracted you to Ready Player One?
The sci-fi feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like, you know, a future that not in the wasteland kind of scenario, but in that technology aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that's really, really cool and something that we should strive for.
Okay. Good. You think our technology or society may go that way?
Yes.
To a world like Ready Player One?
The wasteland, like,
Well,
kind of feel,
no.
or like the technological.
Either both. Either or both.
I think both are possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the technological part, we are going to get there relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
But the wasteland kind of part, I think that it's going to be harder to reach that point, because we're kind of looking back on the actions that we did before and seeing how the earth, or how the environment's getting kind of destroyed, and we're trying to fix that more than we were years ago.
Yeah.
So we're also going to be concerned about that in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and concerned about how we can prevent that from happening more.
Okay. So the book took place in what year?
The book took place in 2044.
And the movie?
2045.
Right. Okay. So you think our technology is advancing pretty quickly? Do you think we'll be like they are as far as technology is concerned? In reality, where they're predicting the movie to be?
I would like to say yes,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't exactly know if it's going to be with all the kind of realistic kind of feeling stuff with the technology. I know some companies are working on stuff like that, but it's big and bulky, whereas the stuff they have in the movies, like thin and all that, I don't think that it will get to being that portable by that year, but I do think that we will see that stuff by 2044.
Okay, great. So, if you can, without giving me any spoilers, how'd you like the movie compared to the book?
Book was better. Book had a lot more detail.
Mm-hmm.
The book just kind of, it was just better. Like, it kind of made you like, what's going to happen next? And then reading the book and then seeing the movie is kind of like, the movie could have done so much better.
Yeah. Okay, so if you were directing the movie instead of Mr. Spielberg, what would you have done to make the movie better?
I would have kept the key aspects of the book.
Okay.
They just completely kind of got rid of that, except for the last key.
Mm-hmm. And kind of what I would say is the overarching theme through the book, right? To collect the keys and get to the egg.
I think that the theme of the book was that people should spend more time in real life and then get off technology. I think that's the overarching theme, but the plot of the story, that did stay the same.
Okay.
But the theme stayed the same. The plot and the theme kind of stayed the same. It's just how they went through the plot at some points.
Okay. Good. Nice. Any other thoughts you want to share on the book or the movie or Ready Player One?
No.
No? What's the next book you're planning on reading?
I don't know.
Depends what assignment you get at school.
Yeah. Oh, The Hobbit. Yeah.
Excuse me, The Hobbit. Why The Hobbit?
Because I have to read a book for school, and that's a book that was on my shelf and I saw first.
Okay. So when do you have to read that by?
I have to finish reading it in like 4 weeks.
From today?
Not from today. From next week.
Okay, that's when you go back to school.
Yes.
Okay. So how far have you gotten into it so far?
The first few chapters.
Oh, you're actually into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to start. Okay. I've been doing assignments for it for like the last 4 weeks of school.
Jumping ahead a little bit?
No.
Oh.
I was doing the bare minimum.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So this is not just this. The reading assignment isn't beginning just this quarter. It started last quarter and it's carrying into this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Well, I hope you enjoy that book.
I probably won't.
Because you're thinking about them. Well, so maybe we'll have to do a follow-up interview and find out when you finish the book how the movie compares to the book. See which one you like better. You probably won't. It doesn't sound like you're enjoying the book so far.
It's boring.
Oh, really?
It's really boring.
Really?
Yes. It's so slow. 90% of it is slow, boring parts.
Yeah, I guess it does take a little bit.
10% of it is actual action, and the action lasts for like 2 pages.
It's over, and then when you have another horrible 50 pages of boring.
Yeah, it's not like the Lord of the Rings books.
Oh.
It's actually somewhat interesting.
Okay. So are you regretting picking this book for your assignment?
Yes, very much.
Okay, so if you had to pick again, what would you pick this time?
Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay, is it too late to change?
Yes.
Oh, that's too bad.
4 weeks in the assignment, it's too late to change.
Maybe not.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, final kind of life question about Alex. If you could eliminate one thing from your routine, what would it be?
Like, I don't have to worry about it, or like, I just don't do it anymore.
You just don't do it anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's answer it both ways, because I didn't think about that aspect of it.
If I just didn't have to worry about it, like it wasn't an issue, I would say brush my teeth.
Oh, you know what? What you were saying outside, he's gonna say brushing his teeth.
If I just didn't have to worry about it.
You mean and your teeth would stay good?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you want to just have all your teeth yanked and have false ones put in, and you don't have to worry about them anymore.
But if there's just one thing that I just got rid of, there's nothing much.
No?
Like I said, I don't really.
Okay.
I do the bare minimum for the day. I just kind of sit around.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
Yes. Because it's nice after school.
Mm-hmm.
Just
to
to
relax
do
a little.
nothing.
Nothing. You're not online with your friends, catching up with them.
Well, yeah, but that's considered. I would just say that's doing nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it's not like I'm doing anything important.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
At least most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to move now into like you're growing up. I would say in the internet age, but I don't know if that's quite right because the internet's been around for a while. But you know, when I was growing up, you know, I guess we had a lot of technology. It was just different. You know, phones were still corded to the walls. I can remember, like, especially my mom. She was the first one in our family to get an electronic calculator, and that was a big deal. And then we got one, and that was cool because my mom's had an LED display on it, and ours had the LCD display on it. Now, that was really cool. And it was neat because it had all 4 functions: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You know, and then like today, you know, the technology, it would like, you know, we didn't even have a computer. What?
Algebraic expressions. That's They have those. They have a whole bunch of those on the
Yeah.
calculator that I had.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty nice.
Yeah. I can remember the first computer I saw. I was in the 9th grade, and it was a mainframe computer, and it was huge, and like it was neat because we got to after school got to learn a little bit about programming and do that on it, but nowadays it's like I don't know, I don't even remember how powerful that computer was or anything, but that computers now are like thousands and thousands of times more powerful, right? And you got now the phone stuffed into it, and your calculator stuffed into it, and everything on that. So, that's the age you're growing up in now. So, if you could either have your smartphone or your computer.
This is tough because I do a lot of things on my computer. I can't write a paper on my phone.
Right.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me mad.
So what's the longest thing you'll write on your phone?
A text message.
Okay.
Because writing an assignment on my phone is such a pain in the butt. Or just writing on anything that's not a computer it doesn't have an actual keyboard.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I will not do assignments in class because I can't have an actual keyboard and type it.
Really? Because you're using an iPad in class, right? So
Yep.
that's obviously bigger than.
But I
than
still
your phone.
will not write.
So
I will do things at home.
Okay. So you'll come home and do it.
Yes.
Okay.
But then there's things like there are apps on my phone that I wouldn't be able to have, like Instagram isn't formatted for computers.
Right.
But then like Snapchat and text message. I mean, I'd probably have to say a computer.
Okay.
Because computers, there's like Skype on there which you can use.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other things. I probably get more use. It depends on what I'm doing really, because I can't take my computer everywhere.
Right.
But then I can have a laptop
Yeah.
as a replacement. So
Yeah.
I think that is where I would say I have a computer.
Okay. Choose that over the smartphone. Okay. What's your most used emoji?
Probably the straight face.
What's the straight face?
It's just two eyes and a line for the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Why do you like that one so much?
I don't know. Just because it's the one I use the most.
Okay. No particular reason you started using that one?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no particular reason.
Yeah, no particular reason.
Okay. Okay. Do you think you could live without your smartphone for 24 hours?
For 24 hours, yes.
Really? You say that pretty confidently.
Yes.
Okay. How do you, why do you feel so strongly about that?
Because I have a computer.
Okay, what if we said no smartphone or other technology item?
I think that would be hard. I think that'd be hard for a lot of people, including you.
It could be.
Because a lot of people, it's just kind of, when you're bored or something, you just go on there. Or when it's like, and it's a way we communicate. Because it's, when I go out somewhere, I just text you or text to other people.
Right.
That's how I communicate. And that's how you communicate too. Because I know you don't sit down and write a letter.
No.
So it's kind of become a part where it's like, I'm used to having communication with people almost any time I need it.
Yeah. So it would be hard.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we had a competition, who would be, between you and me, who would last longer without technology?
Me.
Really?
Because I could sleep. Do nothing but sleep.
Okay, so let me see.
Oh, now you're gonna put all these restrictions.
No, I wasn't gonna put any restrictions or anything. I was just gonna say, it might depend if TV is considered technology or not.
I would say it is.
Okay. Because then I'm thinking, I'd like to watch TV, but I could do with. I don't really watch that much TV now anyway.
I mean, I would say anything that's like has to have an internet signal or internet connection.
Okay. Okay. And you think you could beat me?
Yeah.
How many hours do you think I would last?
I don't know, but I could just sleep and eat for like a few days.
Yeah, but I could, other than work, right? If because I
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
to use technology for work, so
Yeah.
but outside of that, I think I could last longer than you.
I don't know.
Hmm. May have to try
No,
it.
no, because when school starts coming around, then I'm gonna have to start using it every day, like even outside of school.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but then that would be ideal time to try.
Why?
I don't know.
After
Because you
school,
threw down
after
the gauntlet. You said you could
well,
last longer than me.
yeah, during break. But then we'd have to like have it a little bit planned because next week since we're planning to do something for my birthday,
Oh yeah.
I have to
I know.
contact people.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do it like, you know.
But during school, I have to use my iPad. After school, I have to go on my computer and type things up. I have papers to write.
Yeah.
I have research to do.
Right. So, like we agreed, if I have to go to work and use the computer, that would be okay because that's
I gotta
what I
contact-
need. So
yeah.
if you have an iPad at school and then you're coming home and doing homework.
But see, this is where it gets tough because I have to. You and me both have to communicate with people. Like you have to communicate with people with work. I have to communicate with people in Scouts. If I have any group projects I need to talk about it, I gotta get. I just have to do a lot on my computer.
Yeah. So ultimately, it would be very tough.
Yes, I know you think I know you think I slack a lot on my computer, but I'm doing work a lot.
No, I don't. I don't think that. In fact, I come to your defense sometimes on that because the number of times, especially like when you would help me teach motorcycle class on the weekends, and you'd be there and you'd be on your laptop or whatever, and there are times that I'm thinking, oh, he's slacking in a not in a negative way because you have to do something to kill that time, right? Like when we're in the classroom and stuff. But there have been a few times where while we're doing that, you're actually working on your schoolwork, writing a paper or doing some research or something. So, no, I know that you do play and entertain yourself on it, but I do know that there are times that you are working on it. I don't think you're slacking on it all the time.
Good. Because I am. No, I'm just kidding.
So shattering my image of you. Okay. So how about if we just agree not to try to do the no technology challenge?
Yeah.
You like that?
Mhm.
Okay. We'll agree not to do it if you say I can last longer than you with no technology.
No. We'll say that it's an undecided stalemate.
Okay.
Because both of us have things that need to be done on technology that require technology.
Yeah.
That may pop up at any time.
Okay. I'm good with that.
And are necessary.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that. Good. Okay, so I have a podcast that I really like listening to. It's called Make Me Smart, right? And there's two people on there, Molly and Kai. And when they do their interviews and stuff, they always wrap up their interviews with a question that they ask the person they're interviewing. It's called their Make Me Smart question. So I'm going to ask you, because I like their question. I think it's a great question. So I'm going to ask you the question, okay? So what is something that you thought you knew, but later found out you were wrong about?
Probably something in algebra. I can't remember anything, but there's probably a time I thought I knew it and then got a test back and it was like a 70. I can't remember it.
Wash that away from your mind.
Oh yeah, had to.
So you thought you knew algebra pretty well,
but I didn't.
And then you got a test back and you said.
My final grade on it wasn't bad though. My final test grade on it, wrapping everything up, wasn't bad.
Okay, so what define wasn't bad?
It was like a 92.
That's pretty good.
And yeah.
Yeah. Did you finish that quarter with an A? Was that are you talking for the whole year or just like a?
No, that last test we took of the final.
Okay, so what did that finish your grade in for that quarter?
I don't even know. I stopped looking at the grades at the end of the quarter because I just didn't want to look at them. I didn't know whether I was going to be disappointed or happy, so I just decided not to risk it.
Okay. Well, you would be happy.
Oh, good.
I don't know what it was, but it was above a 90
So it's an A.
because it was an A. Yes.
Good.
So
That's all I
you
care
could-
about.
Yeah. So, you got your A there. Okay. Good?
Yes.
Okay. So, one final thing I want to do is we're going to do a lightning round.
Yes.
For a minute. Okay? So, that's why I have my phone here. We're set for a minute.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to ask you questions. You just rapid fire the answers.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Texting or talking?
Talking.
Okay. Favorite day of the week?
Wednesday.
Favorite city in the U.S. besides the one you live in?
DC.
Okay. Nickname your parents used to call you?
Pass.
Last song you downloaded?
I don't download songs.
Okay. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals?
Every language in the world.
Okay. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
How long does it take you to get ready?
1 hour.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
10.
Oh, man. Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is?
Stupid.
At what age do you want to retire?
65.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
No.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip.
Say a word in Spanish.
Pablo.
Do you, do you believe in fate?
Yes.
Favorite number?
7.
Who has it easier, men or women?
I don't know.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Yes.
Name a primate besides monkeys and apes.
Humans.
Why can't we tickle ourselves?
Because our body, it's science stuff.
Okay. Let's see, we got a couple more to go. Why does a person need to be happy?
It's necessary for humans. Because science.
Okay. Is there such thing as objective beauty?
Yes. I don't know what that means, but yes.
If Voldemort offered you a hug, would you accept it?
No.
Okay. Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
No.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Godfather or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
How many times did you sneeze in the last 7 days?
A lot.
Do you like the word dapper?
Yes.
Big dogs or small dogs?
Small dogs.
How many hours of sleep do you need?
5.
Okay, I think that did it.
Good. Because that's what I was working off today.
5 hours of sleep? Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time for the interview. I know you've got a lot of birthday activities going on.
So much.
Gotta, like what?
Eat food.
Okay. So, any final thoughts you want to leave everybody with?
No.
No?
We're out of the lightning round.
Out of lightning round, and my
Okay.
mistake at this point is asking him answer questions he can answer with a yes or a no. So he's forcing that on me. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you have a happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm glad you've shared this time with me, with our audience, to kind of help celebrate your birthday and everything. So,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on.
Yep. Can we?
Steve.
Can I schedule you for some other time in the future?
Yes.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
No. Thank you. So, Alex, I just want to say thank you for taking the time on your birthday to do the interview with me. And seriously, I hope you have a fantastic birthday. I hope this is the best birthday ever. As we were driving around today, you, me, and Mom just shopping and doing stuff, I kept thinking that you're 15 today, and 15 years ago you were born, and I'm holding you in my hands, and it's just hard to believe that it's 15 years later. If it wasn't Easter weekend and the DMV was open, you'd be going and getting your permit. You're going to do that Monday, and it's just amazing that the time has gone so quickly. You're an amazing person. Keep being who you are, and I hope that you have a great birthday, and I hope that this next year, your 16th year, you're starting your 16th year, and that it brings you everything you want and everything you deserve. So Happy birthday, Alex.